Welcome. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of two of the most dodgiest travel situations I have been in whilst backpacking. Let's go. Now, my first trip was to Vietnam in 2015. This was my first overseas adventure by myself, and I spent all year saving for this trip. I wasn't making much money at the time, so it was quite a significant thing for me to do. Now, I booked the trip through Sketchy. If you don't know what Sketchy is, they're holidays for the 18 to 35-year-old range. You get a tour leader. It's all set out where you're going. It's fantastic. So I got into Ho Chi Minh City a day early, started to look around. I kept getting approached by people, and someone offered me a motorbike service, like a tour around the city. And I thought, oh yeah, for an hour, that wouldn't be so bad. After talking to him for a little bit, he showed me some reviews that he'd done, and yeah, it looked all right. So I jumped on the back of his bike and he took me around Ho Chi Minh City. Now, we went to different places like the War Museum and the Imperial Palace and various other locations in about half an hour. And about 40 minutes into it, I got kind of a bit sick of it. So I asked him to pull over and take me back home. And he did, and I got off the bike and I went to pay him, and he's like, no, more. And he kept grabbing my hand and trying to like get my wallet. I eventually just gave him a little bit extra cash and walked away. It was quite confronting at the time. I probably only lost about $40, but remember, I did save up all year, so it was quite a significant amount of money for this trip. It is what it is, and it's $40, but it could have been a lot worse, and that's one of the most sketchiest stories. Now, the second story goes back to 2016. I was volunteering for an organisation in Cambodia. We were doing various building projects like building a library for a school, some marine conservation work, general work around the village. It was quite a rewarding experience and something I look back with fond memories. So I might make another video about that in the coming days. But what actually happened was, on the way back after the program, we were heading back to Phnom Penh. We were in a minivan and our driver got into a bit of a confrontation with another driver. Eventually the other driver pulled right in front of us and stopped, got out of the car and started kicking the side of our van. This was terrifying. We're trying to scramble for the doors and get out. This other driver then goes to the back of his car and is rummaging around going to grab something. Our driver then pulls out a tire iron out of absolutely nowhere. They scream at each other a bit more and he drives off. We all are very confused and looking at each other with shock and horror. But these things happen and no one got hurt in the end. We all made it back to Phnom Penh safely, and yeah, it was just one of those scary moments. In the past 6 years, they're probably the two most biggest, scariest travel situations that I have been in. Do I regret being in those locations? No. I love Vietnam, I love Cambodia, and I can't wait to get back to those countries again. But I want to hear from you. Have you been in any sketchy travel situations? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.